Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to tonight's coverage of the Sim 500 and the Midnight Thunder Truck Series here on Extreme Sim TV. Round number 2 here at the Daytona International Speedway. Tonight in the booth with me from the world famous Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast, my co-host and partner, AJ Capola.
What's going on, Matt? It is great to be back up in the booth with you. We just finished a awesome event with the Pony Express guys, and now coming to about 11 o'clock Eastern at night, it is the Sim 500 and their Midnight Thunder series. All right, dude, we have trucks on track at Daytona. What are you expecting?
Chaos, insanity to ensue, especially when you're running at almost midnight by the time we're done, or a little over midnight here at Daytona. Everybody's decision-making skills from being at work during the day and all the hard stuff you have to do during the day, right? You're running late, so maybe your brain's not at 100%. Maybe you're a little slow on your reaction time, and all that can equate to one big accident. But we also know the drivers of Sim 500, normally cautions do not appear. We'll see if that stays the same here tonight.
Well, I've been watching these big pack drafting practices, and there has been multiple, not cautions, but multiple wrecks under those big draft practices. But this is practice. You can have that. Unlimited fast repairs in practice, but there are no fast repairs whatsoever for the race. You have 75% of fuel, so almost a full tank. And you have 4 sets of tires to go through. It's Daytona, Matt. Do you really expect them to take tires tonight?
Probably not. And not only is it Daytona, it's relatively, quote unquote, relatively short for a Daytona race. Only 60 laps around here. To equate that guy for you guys, the Gatorade duels, they run about 50 laps per duel. So we're running about 10 laps longer than a regular duel. So you're going to have to get up there on the pony and go right from the word go.
Yeah, you are going to have to say, all right, there's not a lot of time. Got to get to the front, stay up to the front. But as you have been to know about these super speedway racings, you can go from last to first in literally a lap.
Yeah, you can. Now, my question to you, Mr. Capola, I've got a very good question for you, sir. As we get qualifying underway, being this is a little bit shorter, right? We talked about it being a shorter race here. How do you feel like that affects the, how do I want to put this, the urgency in your moves and how you want to move around the racetrack?
Well, there is still 62 laps to go around officially for the Daytona International Speedway.
Right.
So you still need to get to lap 62. Honestly, you have to be methodical. You have to pick your draft partners very carefully. Hopefully you're running with teammates that you practiced around. So, okay, you can push me here. Oh, stop pushing me here. You know, you really need to be careful how you get around this racetrack.
Yeah, I agree as we continue right now qualifying for this one here tonight. Now, what is going to be, in my opinion, very, very important to tonight's coverage is how you react in the pack, right? How do you, what's the word I'm looking for? How do you react? How do you maintain your movement throughout the pack as you work your way through this one? Like, you don't want to put yourself in a bad spot. But at the same time, you're going to have to move around, kind of traverse the racetrack, try to find spots you can make up ground.
Absolutely. And with that, you also have to protect your spot, especially if we're getting close to, lap 55, especially 60. You really need to be careful where you are and who you're around to hopefully not be caught up in something. Preferably, you want to be the leader if not, you want to be the second or third car in that first pack. You know, Slingshot engaged Talladega Nights right around the outside. But, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles. There's a lot of attrition that goes into these super speedway races. And Matt, you and I have run a lot of races and watched a lot of races at these super speedways. What you're the veteran when it comes to racing in this broadcast booth. What would you give as a piece of advice to any of these drivers about making it to lap 62 and coming out here winning?
Keep the truck clean. I think that's going to be the major thing. Keep it clean. Do not do anything crazy. You know, I get we just talked about it being a shorter race, but you still got to survive. You can't do any bonehead decisions that's going to put you on the record early on. So that is the big one, I think. And you look at where we set. Trey Eldison there got the win last week. Leads the points, but I don't see, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see Trey anywhere in the lineup. So that changes things if you're some of the guys beyond Trey here in the point standings. Let's take a look at him right quick. EJ O'Rourke sitting there second, 4 points back. If Trey's not here, as EJ O'Rourke here, you're on board with the 41. That is huge. You have to approach this race, in my mind, totally different at that point.
Absolutely, because you're going to pretty much assume the points lead at the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, and Harnish right there on track. Same for him, coming in third, 6 points out. So the whole front of the point standing battle gonna change as we sit here and we look at what we're doing right now.
Good to see the 37 of Cortland Herman back on the racetrack. Last week he was in COVID protocol and couldn't race, but he blew up our chat section. Speaking of our chat section, please hit that like button. Subscribe to Extreme Sim TV for all things Sim 500 on, I think it's Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday, Matt? Or is it just Friday and Saturday?
Just Friday and Saturday for now.
I like how you add for now. But yes, hit that like button. Subscribe to Extreme Sim TV. We just hit 1,600 today. So let's get on to 2,000. And the chat is open, everybody. Matt, you had something to say right there.
Yeah, I was going to say the reason why I add for now, you never know. Between me and good old Joey there, you never know what may pop up. You know?
All right, Matt, we are starting to... Oh, yep, we are starting to grid.
Yep, we are. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Tyler Dalton on pole, Bob Gillenwater on the outside. Let's take a look at row number 2 now is Randy Yoakum, Chad Coleman for 5th right now, Bobby Wetzel, Doug and Newbing. Dang on, I messed up, didn't I? Newbing, they're in 6th. Sorry about that. 7th, Justin Fuller, Gary Sexton in 8th. At 9th, EJ O'Rourke, Joey Gatna right there in 10th. Brett Murphy, Dylan there in 12th. 13th is Brian Beach there, along with Cortland Herman. And you just talked about Cortland. I'm glad to see he's back in the truck, right? You know, that's a rough feeling as a driver when you can't run your truck or car.
Matt, you might need to refresh the overlay. You're still stuck on qualifying.
Oh, I see what it's doing here. Give me just a second, folks. I'll get it to pick it up for you.
All right. So while you're doing that, Matt, we have Limited Time Motorsports in the chat. Hey, we're doing pretty good. We're excited to see. Oh wow, there's a 40 trucks go around Daytona here tonight. Holy crud, that's a lot of trucks.
That is a lot of trucks.
So, since we have that many vehicles for the race, Matt, would you happen to maybe try to stick at the tail end of the lead pack and stay right around there, or would you just go all the way to the back or all the way to the front?
I would probably go to the rear early on. The reasoning for that is, well, you know, you can get back there, you can ride, you can keep the truck a little cleaner in that manner, as I'm refreshing over here. But you can keep the truck a little bit cleaner. You can see the starting grid on your or starting lineup on your left there. But I tell you what, that's what me personally, I would wait and not try to do too much insanity here because, yeah, early on, I just feel like you don't want to do that, AJ.
Yeah, well, we are rolling to get our one to go pace lap. Really excited. Tyler Dalton, Bob Gillenwater is your front row. And pretty much I'm waiting to see who gets the best restart and who has the most help behind them.
Yeah, and that's going to be the question of the night. Who gets the restart?
Well, Joshua,
who doesn't?
Joshua Medlock asks, why is Matt doing a double? Well, because we're doing a double. Matt is the reason why we're doing the double.
So, Josh, funny story before we go green. Not only if I got one double a week, not only do I have two doubles a week, that's right, boy, I'm pulling triple doubles. And by the way, Josh, top that. Come at me, bro.
Well, to be fair, he goes, thank God you have help. I will never, ever do doubles again. A lot of times you and I do doubles, they're back to back, and me and you just have fun the whole time. So while it sounds tasking or it sounds like a lot, we have a lot of fun doing it.
So Josh, buddy, here's an open challenge. Let's see if you can do a four double week. That's my challenge to Josh. We're coming to green. Yes, me and Josh pick on each other all the time, AJ. It's all good.
Have fun. Pace car is taking that left turn down towards pit road. Tyler Dalton, your leader, is taking the green flag, and we are a go here at Daytona International Speedway.
We are a go, and they're going to be double file right now, all the way down the end of turn number one. The group of trucks, nose to tail, outside, inside, AJ.
Yeah, right now they are side by side, no advantage to anybody. Gonna come off of turn two, side by side. Right now the 8 gives the 19 a little shove, but no advantage. We're going 3 wide for 5th place right now on the outside. Where's that 41 car? EJ O'Rourke going.
Oh, 3 wide middle. Watch out. It's going to get dicey. Chad Coleman right there, middle of 3 wide. AJ, let's hop on board in this frantic race. Up front of the field, 3 wide, bumping and banging. What do you think, EJ O'Rourke sliding back? And you know what's going to be fun all night, AJ? Watching this positions gained, the walls. Going to go back and forth all evening.
EJ O'Rourke, holy cow. He took that extreme outside lane and said, goodbye, people. He made it all the way up to 3rd place before having to duck behind the 38 of Chad Colm.
Brad, look right here. Brad Allison checking out, going to the rear. We just discussed it. That would be the move. Man, oh man. Man, this is going to be nuts. Bob Gillenwater out front. Man, what a great run right now. Double file. Randy Yoakum, Chad Coleman, Bob Wetzel, EJ O'Rourke right there. 60 laps to go right here.
Oh, real advantage right now. That outside line is going to pull even with Tyler Dalton, and there goes the 4 of Bob Gillenwater. He is going to clear the 19. Can he get the 38 with him, Chad Coleman? But no, he's going to leave the 38 dry and come down and block Tyler Dalton.
Coleman right there on the top lane. Josh, as always, love having you in chat, buddy. Top lane trunk. That's the 38 of Chad trying to break ahead. He will right now. Coleman to the race lead early. Crossover for the 41 of EJ O'Rourke. Man, what a race right now. Fighting up front. And what a night fighting through double file. 38 machine top side of Coleman, EJ O'Rourke right there on the bottom. And again, early on, I still feel like you're still probably going to kind of save your truck too early to really get up there mixing it up. So we look back to the back. So Lucas, a good case in point here, Lucas back 13 spots from the start. I think he's going to be one of those trucks dropping back, waiting to the very end.
I mean, you got to do whatever is best for your ability. If you have issues keeping the truck clean, if you have issues of any kind, drop back there, let them kill each other up there. But if you have the capability of saying, no, I can lead these laps, I can get to the front and stay up there, that's what you got to do. Look what EJ O'Rourke did. He started 9th all the way to 1st.
I can just win that bet by default. There you go. But here's my thing with Cortland and what concerns me. 60 laps is a pretty short race. We know he's just getting over the effects of COVID. How do you think Cortland's going to hold up race-wise as far as physically around here? If you're Cortland, Daytona, not the best track to try to get back in it. Well, I think you kind of take it easy.
He's dropped 3 positions since the start. And he's dropped 3 positions, starting 14th now and 17th. That's not horrible when it comes to super speedways. Outside of him battling back from COVID, fatigue hits people differently when it comes to battling back after illness. I've raced right after a flu, and no thank you, I am still blah. But a couple days later, I'll jump in on a official race to get my I rating up. But right now, it is nothing but Chad Coleman leading EJ O'Rourke and the 4 of Bob Gilwater, as the 70 is to the outside. Ooh, way outside. Got knocked out of line by the 13 of Gary Sexton.
Yeah, got moved up. He's up 3 wide. Going to drop like a rock for a moment. Continuing to drop top side. My question to you, AJ, as a driver sitting here mid-pack, you're trying to keep that truck clean. How hard do you press the issue here early?
If you can get to the front and stay to the front, as we see a truck wiggle, that looks like it is the 64-ish? Nope. The 85. The 85 of Anthony Moore getting a little oofad going into turn 1 there. And there goes the 64 right there. Brett Murphy's like, I'm out of here.
On board right now, the 14 of Joey Gadna right there. Talked to him pre-race. Hadn't even planned on being here tonight. Weather prevented him from going out, so he was able to stay here and do this. And right now he's up 7 spots and trying to go inside the top 5 right now, up to 5th. You see it's Coleman, O'Rourke, Sexton, your top 3. 54 to go here at Daytona. We're 9 laps in here, and the action is just heating up.
We're coming up onto a lapped car, and wow, the 38 and the 13 a little weird going through the tri-oval there.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, but we was on board with Joey when it happened. Joey nearly inadvertently ended up 3 wide. He's going to hang the truck in front of him out to dry. Move Joey to second. Sexton going to drop like a lock. Lap traffic below the apron. Sexton, big push to 51. Justin Fuller, EJ O'Rourke, Ben McDonald, Bob Gillenwater, Tyler Dalton in the top 7. 54 laps. And this is what we expect out of Sim 500. They're just going to keep knocking these laps down, AJ.
Yeah, well, they're doing pretty good with keeping it all nice and clean. But right now, we've seen every pass for the lead be from that outside. There goes Joey. He's got a push from Justin Fuller.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Dylan back here, as well as Mark Allen back there in the mix. 53 to go. Mr. Excuse me, folks, Mr. McDonald up here as well.
Coughing a little too hard there, Matt?
Yeah. And a little bit of a cough going on. No, I'm not got COVID, as far as I know. I'm okay. That's the last thing I need right now.
Justin Fuller shoving Joey right to the lead, and then Joey's like, "Thank you for that. I'll just cut down here." But it looks like it might have backfired. The 11 of Christopher Spencer and the 13 of Gary Sexton is shoving that 51 right along by, past Joey, past the 38.
And everybody is getting after it right now. Justin Fuller out front. And just what a race overall right at the moment.
We have some great leagues on Extreme Sim TV. You have our Pony Express guys. I'm very excited for the AMA coming up. Both Pony Expresses, Pro Ford trucks and their truck series, which if you were with the channel earlier, could have watched. But these Sim 500 guys are on the same level as all of our leagues. They are top-notch, fantastic driving, and
right.
You can't ask for anything else.
No, you can't. As we're almost 50 to go here, AJ. That's the thing. The caliber of talent league-wide, or channel-wide, is absolutely insanity right now. Right at the moment, Mark Allen, Anthony there as well, Ty, Dylan, Brian Beach, Cortland Herman right there as well, mid-pack around that 18th spot. Cortland trying to still hang in there. I'm so happy for Cortland to get back out there and having a solid showing here. And as I double check right now, indeed, we did start this race without our points leader, so that's going to be a big point shakeup regardless of how everything runs out tonight. So AJ, what is your thoughts as Joey right now scoring the race lead right now?
Well, he's got the race lead right now, but that top line is looking to get lined up rather well to maybe challenge for that race lead as we're coming down to the line right here.
Yep. Coming to the strike right there. Fuller got him.
Fuller.
Ooh, Fuller out of shape. Dog walk in the back of that truck.
Not saying I called that or anything, but they looked really good coming out of turn 4.
And what a night we are having here as they work double file up front. Now, AJ, we're roughly 14 to 62 complete. Fuel mileage, I'm showing them around that 35-ish. If they've got 75 in the tank. So, 28-ish to 35-ish by my math.
Yeah, I'll go with your math, even though it's never usually spot on.
I'm at least close most of the time.
That last lap from first to second was 0.006. Can you imagine if that was the finish of this race?
Yeah, we'd be screaming at the
top.
The
advantage was to the 51 of Justin Fuller.
I would have some explaining to do because I'd wake everybody up in his house.
Well, that's why I'm trying not to yell. Okay.
Brad Allison back 17 spots. We saw Brad dive out of line earlier on, willingly give up tons of spots. But I don't know the way this race is running. I don't know if that's going to turn out to be the move to make. $47 laps to go this time by. Well, with 47 to go, AJ, they continue to run right now, getting after it. Up front, Ben McDonald there. Chad Coleman there as well. Randy Yoakum. Up in the mix, Gary Sexton, Christopher Spencer right there in the top 2. Justin Fuller there as well. Great run there, 47 laps to go. So with 47 to go, AJ, Justin Fuller and Christopher Spencer really holding serve up the front of the pack, along with Joey Gatna there as well. Great race for Joey inside the top 5.
Yeah, he was leading for quite a bit. It looks like he's just lost one spot on the inside. But other than that 11 car has come from 34th to 1st. Remember what I said? If you can get to the front and stay to the front, do it. He got to the front, and it only took 17 laps.
Huge run there, 33 spots for that 11 machine. Now comes the hard part. You got to stay up there. You've gotten there, now you need to stay there to the very end of this thing. So AJ right now up front there is the 5111. 41 right there with the 13 of Gary Sexton. Sexton right there in the mix. What do you do? Oh, wow. That was about Batteroni.
Oh, that could have stacked everybody up and wrecked everybody out.
That would have been a field stacked up on their lid, I think, by the time they were done.
Yeah, nice save by Justin Fuller. That was a very good catch.
Fuller, that truck just about took a wicked right hook, but he was able to hang on to it, keep it straight. With 45 laps to go, AJ, you know, and 18 laps in. By our math, we're about 12 to 13 laps away from stops if you don't figure out a way to short pit it, because by that math, technically you should be able to stop at lap 25 at the earliest and make it. So might be interesting to see if we see some short stops here coming up.
Well, I'm expecting we're going to see teammates and people grouped up together. If you pit by yourself, your night is over if there's no caution.
Well, if there's no caution, by far you're done for. You might as well post your weenie and call it over with. It's not going to taste very good on a hot dog either.
Sounds very painful on my end.
So you'll keep it going. 3 wide. And Fuller stuck in the middle right now with Chad Coleman. Fuller going to try to get back in line in front of 14 of Joey. Will Joey let him down? Joey says, no, thank you, sir. I'm going to fill the gap. 51, Fuller stuck in the middle. Now he's got help. Truck down in front of him. Believe that was the 13 of Sexton that dropped down and picked him up. Luckily that he got Sexton there to pick him up, AJ.
Yeah, to help out with the draft a little bit to pull them back up towards the high side. But look at this run that they have. If they don't, they need to really figure out where they're going to put this run before the 11 and 41 get it. Oh, there goes the 13. That's what I was talking about. Gary Sexton drops down to assume the front truck in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Sexton going to drop down, assume the position, and great job by Sexton. But now that's going to allow the 51 big run. He'll be clear. Does he drop down? No, he don't. He stays with his drafting partner.
Well, that inside looks very, very put together right now. Here comes that outside lane. But right now, the top 3 cars are evenly separated in each row.
Yeah, and what is so exciting here is to see how even this whole pack is across the board. And I mean, just great racing. The 51 of Fuller getting shoved around. Sexton there in second. Coleman, EJ O'Rourke, Tyler Dalton, Christopher Spencer, Anthony up here. Just a lot of good talent in front of the field. Man, some great talent up here, AJ.
I mean, Sim 500 is nothing but talent.
Talented.
Everybody, we hope you're having a really nice Friday night. It is almost Saturday morning. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, please. It very much helps the channel. Subscribe to Extreme Sim TV for all things Sim 500 and our other wonderful leagues. But yeah, the chat is open. Please come talk to us. Who do you think has the better truck here tonight? We want to hear from you. You can hear your answer on air. I will gladly read it out. But right now, it is all Justin Fuller being shoved by Gary Sexton.
Fuller and Sexton right there.
As I say that, Sexton says, goodbye, see you later. I'm going to go pull the outside line.
Yep, you're going to switch lanes. Now, as we run through this, AJ, and what I'm seeing out there is so much, give and take right now. I don't think guys are really going to swing in there and really be aggressive at this point. I think they're going to wait. Now, remember last season last season that we were here at Daytona, it was Harnish Gallagher that got the W the last time out here, AJ. The Harnish defending winner here at Daytona Super Speedway. And just to give you a reference there, the last time at the other plate track at Daytona or Talladega, it was Gary Sexton that went the victory lane. So he swept the two traditional plate tracks last season, and right now he's right back up there on the top lane. Something about just some drivers adapt to this better than others. Others there, AJ.
Well, I can honestly tell you, on short tracks, I'm awful. Intermediate tracks, I'm a lot better. But when it comes to plate tracks on iRacing or super speedways, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm tooting it completely. I am very good at super speedways. When it comes to figuring out how to draft or block or pretty much whatever, I am honestly very good at it. We're having pit stops
right there. Here they come. Actually, we're looking 10 lead changes in our race so far. Everybody I'm seeing on pit road, no problem, just shy of 24 laps.
Matt, awesome call. Awesome call. You said lap 25, and boom, lap 25.
And we called that, and well, for once I called one on the button. How about that? Maybe I should drink some more Yoo-Hoos more often. And my math would be better. That's what we're going to equate it to, right? But now, here we go. So right now, about half the field, 17th on up, is yet to stop. Now that pack came down, I think this pack's going to follow suit. They're single file. No reason they wouldn't. Here they come. For the most part, everybody down pit lane. They'll hit their box and get ready to get back out there. And pretty clean. We got trouble. Trouble on pit road, and I'm going to try to get the number around. It was a black and colored machine. There he is. And it was Rich Jetty that went off the racing surface.
Well, he's probably going to get a penalty for unsafe pit exit, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Or pit entry.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that wasn't him. Nope. That was the 57 and the 2 truck.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, folks.
Mike Kelly and George Racon.
All right, we got more leaders to pit road. That's going to be Tyler Dalton, Daniel Fulkingham, Bob Gillingwater, and Bobby Wetzel up there on pit road.
Matt, you got to say that last name slower. It's Fulkingham, not what you just said.
Well, hey, it's 12 o'clock at night. Cut me a break.
I thought it was hilarious. I just needed to throw that out there.
I think it's cooler the other way. I mean, I don't know that YouTube's algorithm is going to like it, but I think it's cooler. We do take sim racing to the extreme here.
We do. We 100% do.
I got it in twice. I got it in twice in one night. How about that?
Oh, that sounded innuendo.
Oh, man. We continue to run. 35 to go here tonight. Dalton up front leading. Fulkingham in second. There you go. I slowed it down for you. How about that?
There you go, Cap.
And here comes back. They're going to jump to the top side. And here we go. Fulkingham going to try to jump in the line. They can't. They had no choice but to let him go. It was just too much.
If you would have blocked that, you would have caused a enormous wreck.
You would have Derek Cope the whole daggum field. So here we go.
I thought it was LePage, Kevin LePage.
Sorry, Derek, sir. It was LePage. Up front, Justin Fuller leads the way. Ben McDougal there in second. Scott Simley in third. Fourth is Mr. Steyer. What do you do now, man? How do you hold up? Front of the pack going to be double file right now. So what would be your plan?
All race, dude. And what were you saying?
What would be your plan right now with 35 to go?
Well, depending on where I am in the field, like I always say, if I was first, keeping first. If I was mid-pack, safely maneuvering my truck to the lead or close to the lead or within striking distance. If I'm in the back, I just need to be content on honestly trying to maneuver my way to not lose a lap and hopefully be able to catch the back of the pack.
Well, now what if you're a Tyler Dalton, you're mid-pack, you've got Scott Simley up here, but funny enough, as this kind of worked itself out, Joey Gatna is probably one of the ones that took the worst hit on losing spot.
Yeah, no kidding. But if you're Tyler Dalton, I have the full support of his truck. Like, I fully think where he wants to put his truck, it will go and it will stick. That's what I mean by that.
Oh, we got troubles. Whoa, hang on. No, they're going to get turned around to 51 out of shape to 43. Wrecking back here behind them. No caution as of yet. How in the world are we still green?
There it is.
And there it is. Man. Well, are you shocked there that just happened, buddy?
Honestly, yeah, with how good they've been running tonight, I was kind of thinking there was not going to be a caution at all. But in all honesty, with how people were moving from top to bottom, and blocking and everything, it looked like it was definitely coming.
Well, it all broke loose right here in the tri-oval. The cars got down there below the apron. There's the 47 all out of whack. They did a decent job of trying to keep trucks straight. The 12 gets completely out of shape. That's Simley right here coming back up the racetrack. The 51's mid there. The 20 going to go around. But all that wrecking was happening below the apron. And it kept the yellow from coming out for a while, at least. But eventually, it just was too much. Do you think
once a couple of really slow trucks got onto the racing surface that it was like, all right, now caution? The algorithm was like, yep, caution's out now.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because they got mighty lucky up to that point, right? That's all you can call that. It was luck throughout the field. It wasn't much worse. You see the 12 right there in the mix of that. Joey up there on the top side squeezing by it. And actually there was more wrecking off of turn 2 that eventually brought the yellow out right there. So it continued all the way up to turn number 2 where the yellow finally came out. One more look. The wreck after the wreck was the 42 trying to get back on surface. And it just stacked them up. And from there, boom.
Well, you can really diagnose a caution very well, Matt. I'll definitely give you that.
So there we go.
Chris Potter, welcome back to the chat room. How are you, dude? How's your last couple days been since we've talked?
What's up, Mr. Potter? How's your mom and them? I tried to do a Texas, couldn't do it. Reese, if you're in here, help me. I can't do it still. It was an inside joke. I think AJ knows the joke, but I've tried to imitate Reese with that like 5 times, and it always fails horribly. Huge incident. So with 32 of 62 complete, coming to about 30 to go, buddy. So I'm going to let you be captain now. I got to step away just a moment, and I'll be right back.
All right. We are, like what Matt said, under caution for that pretty crazy of a wreck going into turn 1. So far, it's been a really, really fun race. A lot of battling, a lot of side-by-side. Chris, it's good to hear you're getting better, dude. Any day in the right direction is a good day. Trust me, I have a lot of days, and honestly, coming home, broadcasting, playing some games, and all that stuff definitely helps. Hanging out with my friends. What do you mean, what on earth? Go back and watch the first 30 laps. It was freaking nuts, unless that's what you mean. But right now, E.J. O'Rourke, Lucas Strayer, Chad Coleman, Brett Murphy, Doug Newbringing, Randy Yoakum, Josh Mitchell-Moore, Dylan Snavely, Tyler Dalton, and Christopher Spencer. That is your top 10. So, for everybody watching, if you have not yet, I'm pretty sure you're going to hear it a lot more, but, we're under caution, so I can literally plug it. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. We have 10 people watching, only 6 likes. Hey, the good part of the race hasn't happened yet, so invite your friends, invite your family. Let's get as many people watching as possible. It helps out the channel big time. Trust me. And subscribe to the channel, obviously. The chat is open. Christopher Potter, Joshua Metlock were the only 2 using it outside of myself, because sometimes I could not cut off Matt because he was getting into something good. But right now, it looks like we might be going green this lap. That pace car is going to hit pit road, and we are going to be in the control of E.J. O'Rourke. There's 241s. I think he's the one on the inside. I'd throw money on it that he's the one on the inside. And we are green, everybody. I'm going to do a little radio style because I have no control of the Oh, good. You guys are sitting on E.J. O'Rourke. But we are side by side right now going into turn 1. Like what we saw at the beginning of the race, that outside does get a little bit better of a run. There you go. There you see it. The other 41 is Lucas Strayer, and they are side by side. 38 currently helping EJ, and the 64 of Brett Murphy is giving Lucas a heck of a nice shove, followed by that 70 truck. That 70 truck is not the 70 truck. People need to be in the right numbers. I know, I hear you, but we are still side by side. 141 is pushing the other 41. Oh, well, captain on deck.
I don't know about all that, but alrighty, folks. Man, some great racing.
Keep figuring this stuff out. There's 241s right in front of you.
Oh, that's great.
One of them's Lucas Strayer as the leader, and the other one right behind him is EJ O'Rourke.
Well,
the 64 of Brett Murphy has a nice run in the outside, being shoved by the 70 truck. I want to say that is Doug Newbringing.
Yes, sir, as they still continue double file. 28 laps to go. And the 41 trucks on up front leading the way. Big shoves throughout the field, AJ.
Yeah, it is. And back to the battling we've had for the first 30 laps of this race. That caution was really an anomaly. We don't really see a lot of those when it comes to Sim 500. And Chris, back to what you were saying, makes you feel better and everything. Yeah, dude. Especially when you have a lot of people in your life that, you know, kind of root you on and pat you on the back. And I am very lucky to have Matt and my friend group and my podcast group. And, you know, I'm all ears for anybody who ever needs to talk. Matt has called me in the middle of the freaking night to just get some stuff off his chest. I will answer the phone to anybody.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to give a big shout out here to the truck on the outside lane. That RS button box's trunk. That's Doug driving that one. I've got an RS button box sitting right here on my sim rig, man. It's nice to see an RS button box machine out there.
Yeah, he had it last week too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's the company that made that farming sim button box for me.
Of course they did, because, you know, you and your farming sim, you'd rather not go real farm, but you'll farming sim.
Exactly. I'll ride around for hours in farming sim. No, riding around down my little bitty tractor. The international harvester.
We are still side by side.
Well, they're definitely doing more than 5 miles an hour. So
I had something really funny, but it would have gotten far off topic.
DJ O'Rourke right there as well, hanging tight 25 to go. Hey, maybe I need to get my my herbicide weed sprayer out there and spray the track down real good. We got a caution. As I say that, I promise I'm not the one that caused this. Car around back here in turn 2. Let's take a look.
We're taking a look.
Well, we had a couple of trucks decide they were going to go a roundabout.
Ooh, there's a lot of damage on Cortland Herman.
Ain't that for Cortland? There's
Got
Cortland.
a lot of front end damage and some rear end. Let me go back as well.
Oh boy, this is going to be big.
Oh god, he hit the wall head first. And facing the wrong way. And he's still wrecking. Oh Jesus. It looks like he came off the top of the track trying to fill the hole between the 20 and the 2 and just went, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, he tried to fill that hole. Unfortunately, there's not enough room for that truck to fill it.
The vehicles involved in this wreck: the 37, the 2, the 39, the 19, the 23, the 13.
All involved here. Pretty on the board. My work not over tonight, AJ. When this race concludes, I gotta gather up all the results and get them sent off for ESports Weekly. And this week's issue to be released Monday.
The 17 involved, the 48. A lot of cars involved here tonight. The 40. See, the 127 was smart. He just stopped.
Well, and they'll continue to circulate under yellow. Now, my question to you, Mr. AJ Capola, as we move closer and closer to the end of this one, how much chances do you take if you're up front? Or do you just kind of bring it in with a good finish?
Well, honestly, always go for the good finish. If you can get the win, get the win. I know tires aren't really necessarily an issue, but I wouldn't be surprised if people wanted to take tires because it does help your maneuverability.
Yeah, exactly. And with 40 of 62 complete here tonight, you know, you don't have a lot of time left to finish this one out. And I am honestly ecstatic with the way the night went, bud. I think it's been a fun night. And I'm looking forward to this series continuing past Talladega here in the very near future. Or past Daytona, excuse me. Wrong place. I do that all the time, don't I, buddy? You know, Talladega, Daytona, one of those two racetracks, right? So, as we get ready for that all-important restart, and Chad Coleman up there getting ready to go, Lucas there as well, Doug, Brett Murphy, Josh, Joey Gatna right there as well. Who do you expect to win this race?
Whoever crosses the line as the leader on lap 62. Oh, but you mean really?
Yeah, yes.
Honestly, EJ O'Rourke has been very strong up front. He got to the front and stayed up front. I think the furthest in the last 20 laps he's been back, after pit stops. honestly, I think the furthest he's been back was probably like 5th or 6th, and that's just due to how people maneuver on the normal racetrack. But he's got to get back up to the front. He's currently sitting in 12th, and we've seen him do it. It's just once he gets to the front, can he hold it?
I got to give a big shout out to somebody. Lucas up front leading the way. Do you realize he's picked up 23 spots from
the other 42, the other 41 car truck?
Yeah. So officially he's listed as a 32. But yeah, custom trading paints has got him at the 41 custom. That's what that issue is. But so Lucas has done a really good job. And what do you say we go on board with Lucas for this restart?
Let's do it, dude.
See how he does on this restart. We're going to be on board
stand all night
with Lucas here in that number 32 truck. Really beautiful looking, black, yellow, and what color is that on top? Or black and white. Where was that coming up with yellow? I don't know what I've been drinking.
There's a Pikachu on the side of it, and I absolutely love it.
What have I been drinking? Apparently, I've been drinking something pretty good.
I've had 4 or 5 shots of coffee flavored rum, and now I switched to beer so I didn't get too messed up for this broadcast.
Here we go, coming to the restart zone. Here we go, restart zone coming. Green flag back in the air, and we are ready on board with Lucas. Green in the air, 21 to go at Daytona.
Heck of a restart by Lucas. There's Doug Newbringing giving him a nice shove.
Newbringing right there. New right behind him. The RS button box machine up there, giving him a big shove, looking out the back bumper of a load of trucks, trying to bear down on these top 2. And great run. Let's take a look here as they head down the back straightaway into turn 4. New right there around that inside line, holding that line pretty steady, AJ.
That button box truck looks to be contending for the lead, but they are very put together on that outside lane as they come back to the line.
Yeah, right now scored almost your race leader. Big shove coming from behind. Great racing up front here with just 20 laps to go.
Here comes EJ O'Rourke. What did I say? He was coming all the way from 12th.
What's one trunk really doing a great job. Top side going to start to kind of come together.
And he was doing that all by himself.
He was the lone man parade on the top side, AJ.
Giving the 38 Chad Coleman a nice shot. They're going to stay 2x2 from second on back. Or 3x3, I apologize.
3 trunks. One in the middle looking for running room. Trouble behind them.
13 and 89.
No caution yet. We'll hold off. No yellow as of yet.
Gary Sexton and Daniel Folkingham.
There we go. Folkingham on pit road. Sexton going to be
very
coming.
Easy to swear.
Hey, I've done it once tonight. But
we are 3 wide for the lead, Matt. Were you expecting this? Look at that 14 of Joey just back out. He's like, nope.
And Joey's like, nope, I'm not getting involved. And that's why, because there you go. The big one strikes. And I tell you what, you know who's going to be the winner chicken dinner on this one? It'll be Sexton and Folkingham on pit road. That gets the best of both worlds here. A little bit of time to repair that truck, AJ. As you see him get turned around front straightaway. Man, that was a big impact into that outside wall, AJ. Are you surprised with what we've seen here? 3 wide obviously led to that accident, but are you surprised at that at all, or is that just something you expected?
Well, we were 3 wide by 3 wide by 3 wide, probably all the way back to around 12th place. I'm not surprised that there was a wreck, but they were doing it for so long for a couple laps. I was like, well, they might be able to sustain it, but NASCAR, people driving like that, you can't keep it like that.
No, you can't. And Macklemore right there getting his truck straightened back out. Oh, let's see here if we can take a look here at our race stats here so far. Closing in on the end of this one, AJ, I'm very impressed with the racing action we've seen.
Well, they always, and I mean always, put on a phenomenal show for us every week.
3 times we went under yellow officially by my count over here. But under yellow once again with 18 to go. Chad Coleman out front. Josh Macklemore right there lined up behind them.
See if any of these drivers have meatballs. Cortland's still on pit road. Daniel Fulkerman still has a meatball.
Let's see.
Anthony Moore still has a meatball. Oh, and so does Mike Kelly.
Well, let's talk to Joey right quick. So we're gonna grab Joey. Hey Joey, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy, buddy, right fast.
Hey man, what's going on?
Well, man, you must be reading minds because you got out of there just in the nick of time. You was like, nope, and started backing up.
Well, yeah, I just luck. I mean, I don't just hanging out right now. I really hadn't had a chance to go anywhere.
Well, man, with the intensity picking up, are you concerned at the very end of trying to pick up track position?
Well, I'm not racing for points, but I got to say I'm extremely excited about the field count tonight. I know it's been a hell of a race, a green flag stop of 40 trucks tonight. It's pretty impressive. I know it's getting a little rocky right now, but, the pay window's opening up, so races usually get crazy about this time. But, yeah, I mean, we're just expecting it to happen. Hopefully we won't, be in it, but probably will and come back and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Well, best of luck, Joey, coming down to the end of this one, buddy.
Appreciate you guys.
No problem, man. And again, AJ Joey, I think he's got a better shot than he's giving himself credit for. He seems to have a knack for seeing something kind of developing. And that's a knack that you get in plate racing that is very helpful.
Yeah, I said it. And I mean, I said it. There he goes, backing up. 3-4 seconds later, there you go. There's the wreck.
3-4 seconds later, pop goes the weasel. And we just about had a truck wreck coming out of the pit road trying to beat the pace car. He was getting after it.
He is driving sideways, and I think that's E.J. O'Rourke. That is E.J. O'Rourke. He is driving sideways right now. That truck does not look good, Matt.
Well, and a news update for Gary Sexton. It would not be 3 in a row for Gary here tonight. He is out of this race. So he's not going to get 3 plate wins in a row, but it was a heck of a drive all night regardless. So right now as we continue to get this down to it, and man, what a evening of racing we have seen on the channel all night long, AJ, and we're coming down to the last 15 of the evening.
Yeah, go back and watch the Pony Express guys, the NASCAR for amateurs. Their race at Dover was phenomenal. A lot of battling there. That was won by Ronnie Osmer. He had a very, very dominant truck, but he had to come through the field multiple times. Tonight, when it comes to Midnight Thunder, who knows? It is Daytona. You can be in last place and by the end of the race be first.
Yeah, that is going to be the question of the night. And this is going to be nuts. Here we go.
Ding, 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 ding.
Green flag is in the air. Great jump for Coleman. I think Coleman's probably in the best spot here right now.
I don't think Coleman's in that good of a spot. There was a big gap there. That outside lane's going to get to him, and I think maybe by him by the time they get going. As I say that, it is all stalled out.
Well, it looks like they just got kind of out of shape there in that outside lane, which can happen, right? You get up there
Well, they're even now.
Oh, there they go. Oh, Coleman about got turned around on the bottom. Man, oh man, some big pushes coming from behind right now.
Matt, would you consider now go time?
Now would be go time, Captain.
You're under 15 laps to go.
Yeah, let's put it this way. It's go, almost on the apron, Speed Racer. Holy cow.
Got to give Josh Mitchellmore a lot of credit there for allowing him to come back up on the racetrack.
I think Josh Mitchellmore there got him back up and got him loose and was like, sorry about that. Backtrack real quick to try to give him room. Trucks all over one another, 14 laps to go. Macklemore trying to move the inside line, that outside line with the 64 of Murphy. And Doug there, if I could think there a moment. Doug out front. RS Button Box Machine leading. Gonna go back to Coleman here through 3 and 4, AJ.
They're still really close side by side. I would not be surprised if that 70 leads his lap, but he doesn't, and barely doesn't lead this lap by 0.012.
Yeah, this is gonna be a absolute fight to the end of this race, and I'm so happy to see this. Roth in this, Kevin Stone back here, Scott Simley trying to work through the pack. I think if you're outside the top 10, you're going to have tough sledding, because with them 2 and 3 wide in front of you, not many places you can make a move.
No, and if you make a move and you're by yourself, good luck at making spots. You need help.
So stay tuned to the end of the broadcast for an announcement for myself regarding racing. So that'll be fun. Coleman out front leading the way. 12 to go. 11 laps to go this time by Coleman. Macklemore, Doug, Josh Macklemore right there. Joey Gatna back there trying to make moves as well. You know, for somebody that was just happy and relaxed, Joey's up there getting after it in the top 10.
He's about to gain another position while he's underneath the 8 of Randy Oakham.
Somebody was like, oh, I'm not worried about points. I'm just here when I'm glad to see a great turnout. Boy, he's getting it done, man.
It's easy to say that when you're back in the pack and really not running or contending. The minute you get within that top 5, you're like, I have a chance to win this thing. I'm going to win this thing.
I didn't want to say it while I was here. I called baloney while he was sitting here. I'm like, Joey's going to get up there and get involved in it. Well, he should. He needs to go get after it. Hey, baloney. Man, baloney and mayonnaise are the best.
I don't know about that part, but okay.
Starts working the bottom. 64 on top, lap traffic in front of the pack. Coleman comes to 10 to go here tonight. So Coleman out front, 10 laps to go. He'll pass the field on the bottom, 2 lap trucks on the bottom. 10 laps to go at Daytona.
Good job with them getting out of the way and letting everybody fight for themselves right now. But there's really no contest right now. We need to see that 51 of Justin Fuller and that 70 of Doug Newbringing. Like, really, here they come.
Newbringing needs to go, and he's going to try to do just that. Outside, still stacked up. A little bit harder now to push and make maneuvers.
Yeah, they need to be bunched up just a little bit more, because here comes Joey on the inside to give the first 2 cars a little help.
Oh, trouble behind them, and we got a car in the fence. Caution is out. Well, unfortunately, AJ, that is not what you want to see.
Nope, and this might bring us all the way to about 57-ish. We might go green on 58.
It was mid-pack, and let's take a look. Truck's just going to start to get out of shape here. Oof. Just hard racing. The 8 ended up on his side. Luckily, that truck sat back down. Randy Yoakum taking one of the wilder rides out of this incident on the apron. Let's go on board with Randy. If you get motion sickness easy, folks at home, you might want to close your eyes. Just being forewarned here. On board the 8 of Randy Yoakum. Here we go. We're going to be mid-pack. There's the contact. Start wrecking. Truck lifts up in the air. Luckily, he didn't go all the way over, AJ.
Yeah, no kidding, because then he'd really have to tow.
I think that truck's pretty much killed regardless. But at least at nothing else. And it did not end on his roof. Ullman leads the way.
Matt,
Second.
When you get a second, check your Discord. I just sent you something.
Yay, will do, buddy.
Yep, just when you get a chance while we're under caution.
And what a
But what an absolute fun race. Here comes E.J. O'Rourke to get a lap back in that destroyed 41 truck.
can of fold, buddy.
Too much concentrating.
Yep.
And, side effects. It's fun.
Yeah. Start to hit you.
Well, yeah, it happened the first 2 times, and I knew it was coming. I just was hoping.
We were.
Ugh. But I'll be good. We have a couple laps left, and who's the biggest mover? Oh, God.
I can actually tell you that. So as I scan through, it would be Derek Stanley.
Plus 26.
Yep. Stanley right there is your biggest mover of the night. And
move it.
Moving that Toyota. Yes, I'm aware. I call it a Toyota. Do me. 7 laps to go this time by. 7 laps to go again tomorrow night.
Derek's paint scheme is the Florida Rangers, known as the Tampa Bay Lightning, because we send everybody down there.
There we go.
Only hockey fans would understand that one.
Which I'm not one of, but hey, dude, that's what floats your boat. Then
here we go. We are stacking them up, getting ready to go.
I mean, if that's what floats your jet ski, there, AJ.
I don't think if I'm on a jet ski, it's not floating.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but
Sir, I'm 250 pounds. That's weight. That's a lot of weight.
When I went to the doctor, this week I weighed the most I've weighed in my life at 165.
I wish I was 165. I'd be able to get on a lot more roller coasters.
Your first answer to that is I can get on a lot more roller coasters. That's
well, I can get on them all now. But, I wouldn't have to think about, oh, will I fit? Can I have this cheeseburger? Oh, that churro looks good. No, can't have it.
Well, man, I'll tell you what.
Christopher Potter plays street hockey. I see a lot of rocket power in your childhood.
Oh, yeah. What was the Hawaiian guy? Tito? Is that
Tito? Yep.
Hey, I got one. I can't remember the
Who's
dad.
taking Tito's? I have Tito's in my drawer. In my little bin.
Your little bin?
Yeah, Tito's homemade vodka.
Tito's homemade vodka. You somehow have all kinds of homemade stuff.
Well, no. It's called that. It's not. I don't.
Oh.
I doubt the guy actually does it in his basement. But
So you didn't go outside and fire up steel?
No. I have wine barrels. I make wine.
Oh, there we go. Coming to 6 to go. This time by green in the air once again. The sight of you firing up a steel just went through my mind, and it's hilarious. Holman, Buller, Josh McElmore, top 3. 6 laps to go.
We've seen it on every restart here. Here comes that outside line coming out of turn 2. They're going to have a really nice run.
Everybody trying to make a move. This is like watching tic-tac-toe 3 in a row down the back straightaway, AJ.
Pretty much what it is. As my phone just went into updating mode, that's not good.
On the bright side of the field, you're going to thunder by to receive 5 laps to go. 2 by 2 up front.
Ooh, keep it down there.
Ting tang, wah, bing bang, we made it. I don't know where that came from, but it works.
Chad bleepin' Coleman. What an amazing save that did not wreck the whole field.
4 to go this time by. They're stacking up like tortilla chips.
He's going to be back up to the front before you know it. Here comes that bottom line.
Oh, man, just about wrecked the whole field. Grab the truck, no biggie. Just keep rolling.
Keep your foot in it.
Macklemore leads down the short chute for the tri-oval once again. Blackman going to give them 4 fingers in the air, 4 to go. Here on Extreme Sim TV here tonight. This doubleheader closing itself out with the Sim 500 Midnight Thunder Series. Sim 500 closing themselves out of this one. 3.5 laps to go. Movement back in the pack. A little bit of blocking starting now. Don't know that I'd be trying that.
Look at Joey Gattina giving Justin Fuller a nice push. But then again, on that bottom line, that 31 of Josh Mitchellmore is doing whatever he has to do to keep that 82
we got
on his
trouble out of 4.
40
40 around, caution. And that will lead us into overtime.
Is there a green, white, checkered? I don't think they do. Because wouldn't it say green, white, checkered 1 of 3?
It should.
Because there's no way they're going green in 2 laps.
No. Let's see what happens here. We'll see if we get it back rolling. If the ticker goes to 2 this time by, that's it. If it stays at 3, that means we got some GWCs. So, Macklemore out front with the yellow wrecking behind him. Macklemore 4.
Mitchellmore.
Or Mitchellmore, excuse me.
Macklemore is the guy that got destroyed by Eminem.
Good point. M&M's. Eat them. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Must try a very deep, smoothing voice. Does it work?
Not on my end.
There we go.
I wouldn't hit pit road, people. This might be the end of the race. You're literally just giving up your position then.
Nope. We got a green, white, checkered.
We do have a green, white, checkered. I don't know why it didn't show up beforehand. That was weird. Usually, doesn't it show up the minute it knows it's going to be a green, white, checkered?
Normally. That was a little weird, but...
Interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting. So it's Fuller, Derek Stanley, Gatna up here, Coleman up here in the top 5 for a green, white, checkered attempt. What are you thinking now, Mr. AJ Fuller?
Well, cautions. We have 2 attempts of this, and I fully expect them to use both attempts.
I expect it too, but who has the best shot at getting a win here?
Whoever is getting pushed and not turned. Honestly,
Um,
it's a crapshoot when it comes to these tracks.
not on my end either, Matt. Mr. Christopher, sir, I appreciate it. And understandable that I don't have the soothing deep voice going on there. That's a no-go, AJ. I don't have the...
I mean, I don't have a soothing voice either, but I can do plenty of voices. None of them are good. I don't know if they're close. They did hit around 30.
The guys out front shouldn't be. Some of the guys stopping to top off to make sure. As long as we don't have another green-white checkered, I think we're all right. Now, if we get into multiple green-white checkers, well, that might be a different topic.
Well, there's only one more attempt after this one.
Well, that
and
one
all they
more
have to do is make it one lap.
That one more might be enough to push some people into trouble.
Push it real good.
And then they're going to start singing, I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Oh, don't get that song stuck in my head now. I mean, honestly, it's better than the Encanto song that's been stuck in my head. You don't talk about Bruno, no. Yeah.
Here we go.
Matt, breathe.
Yes, I'm breathing.
Derek Stanley is up 30 positions from the start of this race, sitting in P3 right now.
There we go. Getting ready to end this thing out.
Ding, 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 ding. The following contest is scheduled for a green-white checkered attempt.
And WWE will be sending you your future endeavors, sir. So up front, here we go. Josh leads them to green. Here we go. Green, white, checkered, ready to go. Here we go, going green this time by.
Pace car's hitting pit road. Here we go. Green flag in the air.
Green, 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 green.
Excellent restart by Justin Fuller on that outside. Can he get Joey to his back bumper to possibly get him by Josh Mitchellmore?
Mitchellmore trying. Oh no!
Never mind.
Well, and
there goes the 14.
Caution is out, and we will have another green, white, checkered attempt here tonight.
That's going to leave a mark on a lot of vehicles. We have a lot of torn up sheet metal. Justin Fuller, who is just our leader, he's done.
Yeah.
He just saw the game over screen.
The game is ended, sir. You did not win, Jigsaw. There we go. You were in my mind.
Oh, well, that's not usually difficult.
Yeah, that game did not end well.
No, sir. There's a lot of cars that got brought into that.
43 collected. And a lot of just, even if they didn't hit hard, just a lot of minor hits even that would mess up the front of the truck.
No, I mean, a lot of those were some pretty hard hits.
But with
hard hits.
3 laps to go, so we'll go for the final green, white, checkered attempt as we get ready to go one more time. Now, to touch on what we got tomorrow evening, AJ, Sim Racing 500 Classic Series back here at Talladega Super Speedway, buddy.
Well, we're not at Talladega.
I mean, Daytona, excuse me.
There you go. I was just making sure.
Yeah, making sure I knew which plate track I was at, huh?
Well, Chris, there is one place that they're safe. If they're on pit road and everybody wrecks out, they can just finish the laps themselves.
And same setup as tonight. No, the Classic Series schedule for Sim 500 will be Daytona this week, Rockingham next week, Charlotte, North Wilkesboro, race number 5 at Michigan, Darlington Raceway, Homestead, Miami, Richmond, Talladega, Dover, and Atlanta. That is going to be your 11 race schedule for the ARCA Series, or the formerly known as the ARCA Series, now the Classic Series. You're glad to have them back on Saturday night, AJ. So, what's your thoughts on what we've seen tonight, buddy?
We've seen some awesome racing, a lot of side-by-side, a lot of three-wide, honestly, a lot more three-wide than I was expecting. But other than that, we've seen people come from first, or from last to first, and literally be able to just say, no, I'm just going to go around the outside, and that's it. Christopher Potter is asking, what time tomorrow, Matt?
Tomorrow evening, we will be back live at 11 Eastern once again. And I do want to give an update for Sim 500, even though we don't cover it. The Thursday night NASCAR Dirt Series for Sim 500 is broadcasted over there at Dirt Racing Network. Okay, they just ran their 8th week at Volusia Speedway Park. Or excuse me, at Lamaland. They're going to Volusia next week, so it's week 7. Jared Edwards picked up the win there in the Dirt Pro late model. So congratulations to Jared Edwards there in that Thursday night event. That race taking place at 9 p.m. on Thursday as well. There we go. We're going to get ready to go back double file. Once again.
Yep. This will be our final attempt. They only do 2 green, white, checkered attempts here. Matt, out of the 17 cars on the lead lap, what are your thoughts? Who do you think has the best shot to make it back as the leader?
Man, it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to go with probably Michael Moore here. Michael Moore there up front. What is your thoughts, sir?
Well, he is the leader on the inside, and he's being pushed by a very strong car. We've seen a truck all night in Chad Coleman. But other than that, the 70 truck, Doug Newbringing, he's been very fast as well. So I honestly, if it's not Josh Mitchellmore, I kind of expect that 38 or that 70 to probably come out the winner. And just know the only reason why I'm not picking the 82 of Derek Stanley is because he's got the Tampa Bay Lightning on his truck.
There you go.
The only reason.
Here we go, coming to green once again. Trucks double file up front. Who's it going to be to bring it home here tonight, AJ? This is going to be so tight. Looking forward to this one. Here we go. Green flag in the air. 3 to go, coming to green now. Great restart for the front of the field, AJ.
Yeah, very good restart. That 38's going to look to try to get to the inside of Josh Mitchellmore, but he kind of blocks it right there, and then they're going to be single file. Not really anything else going around the racetrack. But here is the lead right now. Here comes that 82 Derek Stanley to the outside of the 38 of Chad Coleman. Gonna have a really nice run, but it's probably gonna stall out before he gets there. It goes. There's the stall.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with that big wreck, it really hindered a lot of these trucks to get up there and do much.
They're side by side behind them.
I think Michael Moore might be in the position here. If he can just keep the runs at bay here. 1 lap to go. Doctor's coat in the air, AJ. 1 to go.
Yeah, here comes that outside line. Josh Mitchellmore, I think, needs to stay to that bottom lane. Just stick to the bottom lane. They're going to have a run, but that run's going to die out. Oh, there's the wreck. There it is.
Now we're down to 4 of them. So it's an even mano-y-mano out front. I don't think Josh can leave that bottom lane, AJ.
No, I don't think so either, but don't count out Doug in that 82. They're going to have a heck of a run.
There they go. The 38 tried to go with them. That actually killed their momentum. But now Josh has no help where the 38 left him. Josh, can he throw the block lead? He's got to make the truck wide. Run coming to the top side. Not going to be enough. At the stripe. 4 wide. And it was Josh by just that much.
Josh Mitchellmore, the difference between Josh Mitchellmore and Doug Newbringing, it is a 0.005. That's a 5/1000th of a second. That is the closest finish I've ever seen in iRacing.
There we go. Wow. Just that much. And AJ, was it what you expected and more, buddy? Man. Take a look here. I'm not shocked at all. I don't know about you. I'm just not shocked. Great finish. Look at him right here. 4 wide at the stripe. Josh holds off Doug for the win. AJ, buddy, I know you're getting a headache, man. So I appreciate you being out here, man.
Yeah, I'm going to stick around through the interviews, but my brain is completely fried and I'm probably going to go comatose till morning.
There we go. So let's get ready. Talk to some of the guys. What a run by Josh. And really, really good timing as well. Across the board. We'll give everybody a moment to get gathered up here. What was a crazy finish. Stanley's down there in third. Doug coming home second. So we'll start with third of Stanley here. Hey, Stanley, Matt in the booth, you got a copy, man.
Yeah, I got a copy.
All righty, man. Just that close to going to victory lane tonight.
Yeah, I was trying to push my teammate Doug to win there.
Well, man, y'all had a great run on Josh. Just run out of space.
Yeah, we got a huge run. I had to shoot the bottom there. I thought I was going to turn him if I kept on pushing him. But I'm happy with third.
Well, man, you put in a great effort to try to push your teammate through P3 tonight. Great points day here at Daytona International Speedway, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, man, wonderful job pushing a teammate. What does this do for the rest of your season?
I'm happy with the points day. I got 10th last week and third this week, so should be sitting pretty good.
10-4, buddy. Well, congratulations. Third place finish here tonight, man. So close.
Up 30 positions from where he started.
Yeah, just a great run for you, buddy.
Well, thank you. Thanks for putting on this great show.
No problem. Anybody else you'd like to thank before I let you go?
All my teammates.
All righty, man. Well, again, congratulations, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there we go. Stanley coming home third.
Here comes our second place driver, Matt. It is Doug Newbringing.
All right, Doug Newbringing, you got a copy, buddy.
Howdy.
Howdy, buddy. Well, man, I thought you had one there, man.
Yeah, we were cooking right there, me and Derek. I think my damage, though, from the last wreck really hindered my speed coming, because, I mean, we had it. It was so close, but... So I'm watching a replay, too, right now. It's... Oh, my God. I mean, that was a great finish, so I got to give it to that. Just a 4 breakaway from that big wreck that happened. It's great.
Yeah, I think y'all broke away, and I really tell you what got me was when Josh's partner there, I think that was Chad, if I remember the lineup right, as they were coming around there. Chad moved out to try to go up with you guys, which kind of left Josh in nose man's land, and that's what gave y'all that big run.
Yeah, well,
it was impressive.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew we kind of expected him to move up, but it was just that he had so much damage and we had such a good run coming from that last track because me and Derek both checked up for that, so we were just cooking full out of steam. We had no lift. That's where everything was. We weren't lifting. He was pushing me the whole way, and we agreed to it. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. So worked out for both of us. I mean, we got top 3. You know what I mean? Close, but better than getting 30th. You know.
And Foreman, so close, buddy, to victory lane. Was there anybody else like you'd like to thank tonight, man?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, all the guys, Derek, Ben, Chris, Sawyer, and here, Lucas, and all those guys. Great teammates. And then I gotta give a shout out to Lucky Duck Motorsports, my team. Button Boxes, Natalie's. Huge shout out to those guys. And Chris Fail from Shady Designs from making my beautiful paint scheme that is not still able to run because it's still Christmas somewhere. You know what I mean? It's not. But.
Right. Well, Doug, I do want to talk to you about that paint scheme a little bit. Beautiful looking truck, as you mentioned, but Button Boxes on board that thing. And kind of funny because sitting right here in front of me is a RS Button Box, John Deere Button Box.
There you go.
So, representing, they make good product.
Oh yeah, they do. They all do.
And
great products. Love them.
And Foreman, well, again, great run, man. And we'll talk to you here sometime very soon, bud.
Yeah, hopefully next week I'll be back up here. That'd be very nice.
And Foreman, we'll see you next week at I believe it's Kentucky, I think.
Oh, that's a good track for me, so I'll be back up here. Don't worry.
All right, man. Have a great night, man.
Yeah, see ya.
That was our P2 driver of the race, Doug Newbigging. Now we're going to our race winner. Started P23, finished the winner in the lead. It is Josh Mitchellmore.
Hey, Josh, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. Get a copy.
Hey, Matty. Good, mate. Yep.
All righty, man. Well, you were able to hold on despite losing your drafting partner there at the very end. Great run.
Yeah, cheers, man. We started from the back of the bus nearly tonight and came back up through the field and managed to get the win. And, yeah, like you said, at my last lap, if the guy behind me fell back and then the other two were coming up high, I had to sort of, do my thing and try to get up there and block them a bit and then get their drafts and try and hold on, which is what ended up happening. But bloody hell, it was a close finish there.
And you did a great job. You used every bit of the racetrack possible, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong, yeah.
Well, buddy, again, congratulations on a wonderful run to the win here tonight. Big congratulations to you on that one, my friend.
Yeah, no, cheers, man. It's a good start of the year. Yeah, we're third last week and then first tonight. So, yeah, good start of the year and for this championship as well. So, yeah.
Well, man, again, congratulations. Great run. And we'll talk to you hopefully next week, buddy. Anybody like to thank?
Yeah, just like to thank the Mitch Motorsport boys. We've got some busy times next week with the Daytona 24 hour. And Hamish tonight, he was doing well tonight, but unfortunately got turned around or whatnot, running fifth or something. But bounce back, buddy, you'll be all right. And my sponsors, Affinity Constructions Australia.
All right, man. Again, congratulations. Great job getting victory lane here tonight, bud.
All right, easy done. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, buddy. All right, AJ, man. There it is. 2 in the book here tonight.
2 really great races on the channel here tonight. A lot of action in our Dover Pony Express race, but nothing beats a really good plate race.
There you go. Alrighty, guys. Thank y'all coming out. Thank you to all of our partners here. We'll be back here tomorrow evening for more racing action. Until then, everyone stay safe. Have a great night, and God bless. We will see you guys in the next one. Go get you some rest, AJ.
That's the plan.